I just saw a drop about a single mom who goes on a blind date and during her date finds out someone is threatening her through text messages and she can't call for help or else her son will be harmed. Oh my god, this movie sucked. I really wanted to like this, but I couldn't. It had a lot going for it, but was ruined by the unlikable lead and ridiculous plot points. This review will contain spoilers. So, yeah, I didn't like the lead actress, who we're supposed to root for. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's because the plot was ridiculous, but usually over the top stories can be fun and don't bother me. I think I was more so annoyed by the reaction of the guy she was on a date with. Because she can't tell him or anyone else that she's in trouble, her antics are grating without context and she's extremely annoying. And I'm wondering why the heck is this guy sticking around for her foolishness? He must really want to get some. I feel like any guy with sense would have just packed up and left. The guy was like a robot, no personality, no emotion. He always said the right things. He was a beta simp straight out of a Nicholas Sparks novel. He also looked like a generic AI image of Chris Hemsworth and Josh Hartnett. And then we get to the grand finale where the villain is finally revealed. He was actually the most interesting character in this whole thing. He was evil and entertaining. And then, of course, they had to ruin it by making him dumb. The whole last act of this movie was garbage. I don't know if it was bad editing or bad writing, but anytime one of the antagonists was about to get one over on the protagonist, it took a million years for them to fire a weapon, giving the protagonist ample amounts of time to get away or fight back. And it was so cringy, so awful, and I'm just sitting there watching in disbelief at how bad this is. The plot twist where she tricks the guy into taking the poison while eating was seen a million miles away. That nonsense was so predictable, I rolled my eyes, and then they had the characters acting like it was the most clever thing ever. And the villains are supposed to be ultra smart and calculating, but then at the end they become slow and incompetent. There's no way this woman would have been able to make it back home to save her kid, unless the writing was crappy enough and allowed her to make it home in time. I couldn't believe this got over a 6 rating on IMDb. Did we watch the same movie? This was a bad movie with a terrible protagonist, bad writing. Maybe if the whole thing played out in a humorous way, like Happy Death Day, it would have worked, but they were too serious and it just wasn't enjoyable. And I give it a 3 out of 10 and I do not recommend.